What if I told you that one of the most devastating pandemics in human history wiped out nearly 60% of Europe's population in the span of just a few years? This was the grim reality of the 14th century, when the Black Death, also known as the bubonic plague, swept across continents, leaving a trail of death and despair in its wake. The year was 1347. In the bustling ports of Sicily, a trading hub in the Mediterranean, a fleet of ships arrived carrying an unwelcome stowaway, the Yersinia pestis bacterium, the deadly agent of the Black Death. Originating in the arid plains of Central Asia, the plague was carried by fleas that infested black rats, common passengers on merchant ships. Over the next 5 years, the plague spread like wildfire, reaching as far north as Scandinavia and as far west as Ireland. It was indiscriminate in its destruction, affecting rural and urban areas alike. In the cities, the narrow, crowded streets and poor sanitation provided the perfect breeding grounds for the rats and their deadly passengers. In the face of such a catastrophic event, society as they knew it began to crumble. Fear and paranoia reigned as people struggled to understand the cause of the disease. Some attributed it to the wrath of God, others to the alignment of the planets. The reality, however, was far more mundane, yet no less terrifying. The Black Death was a biological disaster, the result of a deadly bacterium transmitted through fleas and rats. But how many lives did this relentless plague claim? While exact figures are hard to come by, historians estimate that between 75 and 200 million people across Europe and Asia lost their lives to the Black Death. To put that in perspective, that's equivalent to wiping out nearly a third of the world's current population. So, what happened in the aftermath of such a cataclysmic event? The Black Death brought about profound changes in the social and economic structures of Europe. With labor in short supply, the feudal system began to crumble, leading to a rise in wages and improved living conditions for the surviving working class. It also sparked a wave of religious, artistic, and scientific exploration, as people sought to understand and cope with the devastation they had witnessed. In summary, the Black Death was a devastating pandemic that swept across Europe in the mid-14th century. Originating in Central Asia, it was carried by fleas on black rats, reaching nearly every corner of the continent. Its death toll is estimated to be between 75 and 200 million, wiping out nearly 60% of Europe's population. In the face of such a catastrophe, society was forced to adapt and change, leading to significant shifts in social and economic structures. The Black Death serves as a stark reminder of the potential devastation of pandemics. It also underscores the importance of understanding and controlling disease vectors to prevent future outbreaks. But perhaps most importantly, it reminds us of the resilience of humanity in the face of adversity, and our ability to adapt and grow, even in the most challenging of times.